Royal, O'Neal, Shaw, and Bowie. Against Mills, Hill, Mark West, Houston, and Joe D. The Pistons entertain Orlando after falling 128 to 125 at their place in their last outing. Join Magic Johnson and America's premier high school all-stars on Sunday. It's the third annual Adidas Magic's Round Ball Classic, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. For tickets, visit the Palace box office or any Ticketmaster Center. And speaking of tickets, reserve yourself a great seat to catch all the exciting Vipers playoff action. Playoff excitement begins Thursday as the Vipers look to win the IHL Championship and the Turner Cup. Series tickets are on sale now for as low as 30 per seat. Call 810-377-0100 for more information. The officials, Ron, son of Darryl Garrettson, Steve Javy, and Sean Corbin. Shaq and Mark West will jump it up. And the Magic in the Road Blacks win the tap and go to work to the hoop to our right in front of their bench. Donald Royal has it topside, wing on the right to Grant, gunning from 19, doesn't go, in and out to Allen Houston. Allen right-handing, left side. Sends it topside to Joe, who went for 41 in Orlando. 5 triples and 5 trips and about 2.5 in the fourth. Wide left to Grant Hill, back to Joe, wing on the right to Terry Mills, bouncing sideline right to Houston. Here's the three-point gun, won't go. Tapped out of bounds off Mark West by Shaq, really, but it hit Mark West on the hand on the way.
This is a very quick Orlando Magic's team that's out on the floor right now, George. A lot of speed.
Bowie has it left sideline, right inside to Shaq. Basket cutting is Grant. The hook pass gets through, but it's tapped out by the Pistons.
One thing the Pistons going to have to do, they're going to have to make sure Shaq don't get to his spots. You know, even though he loves to dunk the ball, still he got a nice short hook shot.
Showed that down there. They inbound to Royal, gets a screen from Shaq, alley-oops, and Shaq misses the one-hand slam. Off the heel it comes. Here come the Pistons. Joe bouncing deep to Mark West for the dunk.
Beautiful pass, Joe Dumars. At the point guard, always looking to make the play first before he looked for a shot.
Mark West rebounded the Shaq miss, got a dunk of his own. Now Shaq goes to work on him, baseline left quickly, the turn and gun goes, and it's 2-2. Pistons to Houston, wide left, off the dribble, gets by Royal, flying finger roll, no. West pulls it down, drops it. As he bends to pick it up, he's hammered and fouled. Getting him is Bowie. First team foul either way. We've played about a minute and a half, and it's 4-2 Orlando. Joe D between the rings against Shaw. Foul line extended right to Houston. Step back gun won't go. Rebound Shaq to Brian Shaw. Forecourt sideline left to Royal. Mid left to Horace Grant. Backs into Terry Mills. The tee wasn't set, says Sean Corbin, and gets the foul. Questionable.
You can't let guys get to their spots. Get real comfortable when you get to your spot.
Bowie to Grant topside. Now back to Bowie left wing. High post left to Shaq. Two-timed. Dotted line Grant slapped away by Grant Hill and out of bounds. Orlando keeps it. The clock's at 16. Bowie to trigger, baseline left. Looks and looks and looks. Gets it wide left to Royal. Donald Royal to the lane. Slapped away, gets it back, gives the Shaq, clock at 10. Now baseline left to Royal, driving, and Grant Hill got a body on him. The foul called on Grant.
Well, playing Donald Royal, I tell you, he got a decent outside shot, but he wants to take the ball to the basket every time. Grant needs to back off of Donald, make him take the jumper, hit 2 or 3 in a row, then push up on him.
They'll trigger to Shaw, left wing. Pick and roll with Shaq against Mark West and Joe. Here's Shaq inside. Joe's got him on the switch. No contest in the jam.
Oh, that shouldn't happen. As soon as that switch occurred, somebody should have been running over there to double team the Shaq.
Grant Grant Hill sends it right wing to Joe. Back on top to Houston. Now left wing, Grant Hill fakes right, goes left. Dishes left corner to Terry Mills. Three-point gun short. Grant taps it, but Horace Grant, controls it. Forecourt they go to Brian Shaw. Looked like he walked topside. No call. Left wing Royal. Mid-left to Shack. Hooks to the basket, cutting Royal. Back to Horace Grant. Dropped it. Grant Hill picks it up. Ahead now to Joe D. 3-on-2. Pull up three. Right side. No. Rebound. Slap tap by Terry Mills. Couldn't control it out of bounds. And Don Chaney wants a 20-second timeout. He's going to have to
get the ball
hold the
first.
phone until the Pistons get the basketball. He thought it was going to be a Piston possession there, but it went off Mills. Orlando to Shaw, topside miss. And now he doesn't want the 20. Here comes Grant Hill up the left side. Crossover dribble between the legs. Gunning on the run. He got it.
Woo! Hello. What a move by Grant Hill. Little shake and bake there, George. Behind the back. Froze his man and took it right inside for an easy layup.
Ties the score at 4. Shaw has it wide right. Deep left. Donald Royal standing on the three-point line. Misfires to Joe D. Here comes Joe, left-handing up the middle. Still with it against Shaw. Crosses over left to right. Dishes sideline right to Houston. Missed the three to Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq to Shaw, near swipe by Joe. Nearly had it back court. Shaw baseline left to Bowie. Squares up and guns, doesn't get it. Rebound comes away to Terry Mills. Good fight in there by Mark West to keep it alive. They'll go to Grant Hill inside to Joe D. Taking it up hard and drawing the foul from Brian Shaw is Joe. D drew the Shaw foul. He'll try to untie this 4-4 ball game with just under 8 to play in the first. And he does. Missed the next. Rebound, Horace Grant. Brian Shaw up the left side, bouncing top side to Bowie. Wing on the right to Royal. Cuts to the hoop. Misses on the flying finger roll. Hit the floor hard. Jumped into Mark West's right shoulder. He's going to get Mark West for the foul. He's hurt. Or at least he's trying to rub off a sore shoulder. We'll pick our spark plug of the game for Murray's Discount Auto Stores, the Auto Parts Supermarket. It'll go to the guy who provides the spark in the Pistons attack. Donald Royal missed the first. Scores on the second, but got some help from the iron. It's 5-all, both teams shooting under 30%. We have 7:40 to play first quarter. Pistons and the Magic at the Palace. Joe D in the right sideline against Shaw. Bounces wide right to Grant Hill, draws the double team, now triple. Topside Joe, flicks it left corner Terry Mills. Topside Houston. Drives on Bowie, double clutch Jay, wide left, yes!
Tough shot, George. But I like what Allen Houston did. He missed his last three-point jumpers, decided to take it in a little closer for a shorter jumper.
Good point, Vinny. Orlando to Shack, misses the jump hook right side. Rebound comes long and out of bounds off Orlando. Pistons lead them 7-5 and they have it. 7:09 to play first quarter. Grant Hill against Bowie between the rings. High screen from Terry Mills. Grant to the hoop, laid it in. Just flew from the foul line to the rack. Got himself a deuce. It's 9-5.
Yeah, he just lulled him to sleep right there.
Lob inside to Shack. And the ball's out of bounds off Shaquille. He went high with Mark West. West got a lot of body on him. Pistons up 4 and with it. Grant Hill down the right side, screen for Mills, a dish back to Terry, now left wing Houston, fakes left, goes right to the lane, wide right Grant, 19-footer goes about 18, just does get some iron, rebound Shack to Shaw. Brian Shaw, right-handing right side, swipe by Joe, ahead to Grant Hill, Pistons have now 3-on-2 numbers to Houston, lays it up and lays it in.
Beautiful pass from Joe to Grant. Grant to Allen Houston for an easy layup.
Joe with a nice steal, and the Pistons lead them by 6 halfway through the first. Royal topside, dare him to shoot it, he doesn't. Baseline left to Bowie, penetrates, wraparound dish to Shaq. Missed from right in front, but drew the foul. Terry Mills has picked up his second.
Right now, Orlando's having a difficult time to get in any kind of flow offensively. It seems like they're really missing Penny Hardaway at this point. Not taking anything away from Brian Shaw. I think he's a great point guard, but you know, Penny's been playing that point and controlling the show for him all season long.
Shaq will shoot 2-line right, and he has missed the first. Here's a guy, thanks to the dunks, that's 57, almost 58% from the floor, 55% from the line. Missed them both. Pistons boarded. Here they come. Leading 11-5. Mills stays in. 2 fouls or not. Joe D, top of the key. Goes right wing. Falling down is Shaw, trying to get to him. Got a hand on him, though. And Brian Shaw will pick up his second. Follow the bouncing ball with Hit the Hoops, a program sponsored by the Pistons and Free Press to help students learn a variety of subjects. For more information, call 313-222-6411. Joe D, right wing against Shaw. Right corners now to Grant Hill against Bowie. Fakes to the lane, goes back baseline, misses from 10, rebound Shaq to Shaw. Brian Shaw, forecourt to Royal, deep on the right wing. To the foul line, lowers his shoulder, dotted line, guns on the run, he got it.
That's what Donald Rowe wants to do, take the ball inside every time. I would fall back off of him and force him to take a jump shot.
Grant Hill inside, double clutch, now he leaves it left corner for Allen Houston. 3-point rainbow, no, rebound Grant Hill. Off to Houston, basket cutting, switches it right to left on Shaq and lays it in. Sweet hoop for Allen Houston, but the Magic beat the Pistons back. Shaq running all the way, got the alley-oop, drained it and drew the foul. Mark West has picked up his second.
Well, like I said earlier, George, this is a quick team that's out there. Now they're bringing in Dennis Scott to hit that three-point shot. They didn't have anybody out there who can really nail that three for him. So if you start double-teaming on Shaq now, they're going to kick it out to Brian Shaw, or they're going to kick it out to Dennis Scott.
Oliver Miller replaces Mark West, who's picked up his second. Shaq will shoot 1, and he makes it. Shaquille with 7 of the Magic's 10. The Pistons lead them by 3 with 5 to play in the first. Brooks Thompson off the bench. Now for Brian Shaw. Joe gets a Miller screen, heads down the right side, top side dish to Terry Mills. One dribble and a fake and a gun, no. Rebound Shaq to Thompson. Brooks Thompson, sideline left now to Dennis Scott. Lobbing for Horace Grant, wide left against Mills. Dotted line, jump hook, no. Shaq with a slam tap.
Got to put your body on him. You got to put your body on a guy that size who can jump as high as he can jump. He's going to get every offensive rebound that's there.
9 points, 6 boards for Shaquille O'Neal. Pistons by 1, 13-12. Joe D wants to screen and roll with Miller left side. Fakes to the screen, steps left instead, misfires. Miller trying to follow it up. Lost it. May have been intimidated by Shaq. Flicked away by Horace Grant to Brooks Thompson. Top side to Shaquille O'Neal. Wing on the right now to Bowie against Houston. Gets a Horace Grant screen and a switch. Mills is on him. Low right side it goes to Grant. Inside for Shaq. Step in front. Steal by Oliver Miller. The bounce ahead to Grant Hill. 4-on-1 to the O, and he slams. Oliver Miller threw it down.
Good thrust by Mick Miller. Tell you, very unselfish basketball play right there by Grant Hill. He could have took it all the way in himself, but he gave it to Oliver Miller just to get him going, get his confidence going.
15-12, Pistons by 3. Brooks Thompson gets a Horace Grant screen right side, a switch again. Horace inside against Joe. Grant Hill comes to double, cross the lane, dish deep left wing to Bowie. Gunning got it just inside the three-point line. Anthony Bowie's first hoop shortens the lead to 1, 15-14 Pistons. Joe left-handing left side, 2-time in the corner, top of the key Mills, wing in the right now to Grant Hill against Bowie. Wide left to Mills, low left side Joe, bumped as he tries to go baseline by Brooks Thompson. He fouled him.
I tell you what, Joe's getting ready to take Brooks there, and they got to have better spacing right there. I mean, You got to give a guy an opportunity to take the man to the basket. If they double team you, have some good spacing.
Pistons go right corner to Houston. Three-point rainbow, and it goes. Look out. Allen missed a couple, but now he has 9.
That was good spacing. Man with the double team. Allen was wide open in the corner because it was a long distance for a man to come and guard him.
Pistons by 4, 18-14. Bowie on top, gunning long, no, for Orlando. Just inside the three-point line. Rebound Mills to Grant Hill, ahead to Oliver Miller, gunning from the lane, no, but he drew the foul. Anthony Bowie got him. That is his second. We'll get now a Magic timeout. 2:40 to play first quarter. Oliver Miller to shoot 2, line left, and he makes the first. Pistons lead him 19-14. Second on the way, and he scores it. 4 for Oliver. The Piston lead is 6. 2:36 now to play in the first as Brooks Thompson left hands up the left side against Joe. Switches the dribble, three-quarter turn now on the sideline. Top side dish to Dennis Scott. The clock's already at 10. Backside line left to Thompson. It's at 6. Inside Shaq. Outside Thompson gunning 4 on the clock for 3. Won't go through. Off the heel over the backboard and out of bounds.
Great defense by Oliver Miller right there. He really fought Shaquille O'Neal. Didn't give him that position. Made him pass it back out once it did go inside. Great defense. He has to do that every time, though, down court. Not every once in a while.
Here come the Pistons. Joe D up the middle. Now left wing Terry Mills. And Terry Mills standing deep on the left wing, and Don Chaney had that all set up. He knew Orlando was going to be illegal defensively, and they were. They just waited for the Magic to set up their defense, and it was ruled illegal. So that's the first warning on the Magic. New clock for the Pistons. Terry Mills, sideline left. On top to Houston. T gets it back. Low left side now to Joe. Spinning on Thompson. 4-timed. Right wing Hill. Top side Houston for 3. It's through.
Like you said, George, Allen's warming up. It's 2 in a row for Allen Houston. Well, the Pistons got good spacing right now. Where they make that swing to the other side, they're going to get easy basket.
And Brooks Thompson has it swiped by Joe. Comes to forecourt. Ball loose in the lane. Picked up by Bowie. Back it goes to Thompson. Down the lane. Shaq inside. And Oliver Miller grabs him and fouls him. He stopped the shot, but fouled him. Allen missed his first 4 shots, but he's hit 5 of his next 6. Pistons had a chance there on the break after Joe's steal, but mishandled the basketball, and now Shaquille O'Neal on Oliver Miller's foul will shoot 2.
I would bet that Allen Houston is shooting the ball better than any other player in the NBA since the All-Star break, George, at this point.
I would not disagree with that. Certainly has the best looking stroke.
Ooh.
And like Tower of Power said, still a young man.
Very young.
Shaq missed and missed. Here come the Pistons. Terry Mills, sideline left against Horace Grant. Low left to Joe against Brooks Thompson. Shaq comes to double. Behind the back dish, inside Oliver Miller, slamming over Bowie.
Beautiful pass by Joe D. Realized that Oliver Miller had a smaller man on him. He took the chances behind the back for an easy flush.
Pistons lead by 11. They forced the Magic timeout. Just over a minute to play first quarter. And as Dennis Scott holds on to a deep left wing, the Pistons are guilty of an illegal defense. A little too much zone. Now Bowie sits down. Donald Royal checks back in. Royal, Grant, Shaq, Brooks Thompson, and Dennis Scott for the Magic. Brooks Thompson, right wing. Works against Joe, can't shake him. Nearly had his pocket picked again. Mid-right to Horace Grant, turning from 17, gunning, no. Rebound Joe. Here he comes, right-handing up the middle. Met by Thompson, foul line. Takes him, dotted line, scoops it back top side to Terry Mills. Wide left, Houston. Foul line extended left to Joe D. Top side, Terry Mills gunning it, rims away. It was down, but rolled off to Royal. Forecourt Thompson, top of the key, Grant Hill. They'll swing it now deep left corner. Dennis Scott for three. It's through.
That's one guy you cannot leave open.
That killed the Pistons in the second half in Orlando. Joe leaves it for Allen Houston, left wing against Donald Royal. They're going to clear him just a little bit of room. Now Oliver Miller comes to screen as he goes right side, back left wing to Terry Mills against Horace Grant. Slapped out with just 3 on the clock. Now we're looking pass and shot. Terry Mills looking to inbound. Does to Houston. Allen dishes back to Terry from the corner, lets it fly, counts if it goes. It does! A 3 for Terry Mills. Time will run out here in the quarter before the Magic can get a shot up. The crowd on its feet. The Pistons lead Orlando by 11 after 1, 28-17 here on the Pistons Basketball Network. Anthony Avent, Vinny, the 6'9", third-year man out of Seton Hall, checks in for the Magic. Brooks Thompson, Dennis Scott, Royal, Avent, and Horace Grant on the floor. So Shaq is resting after going 1 for 5 at the line, but still getting 9 points and 6 boards in the first. Pistons inside the Joe, low left, wing on the right to a wide-open Grant Hill, and he nails it from 18.
Well, Joe's getting a double team because Brooks Thompson can't stop him in the post. Right now is a good time to try to get Terry Mills in the post, get his game going. He hasn't scored yet.
Here is Thompson, top side, gunning for 3 for Orlando, and it's through. Brooks Thompson does have range. Pistons on the break. Great bounce ahead to Grant Hill, but he had to save it on the end line, and Horace Grant is there to pick it up. Now forecourt, Brooks Thompson. Top side, Horace Grant. Back to Thompson, left wing against Joe. Mid-left it goes to Dennis Scott against Houston. Shoulder down, gunning short, but a whistle. And a Piston foul. It's on Allen Houston, his first.
Tough call. Looked like Allen had solid D right there.
Buddies and the Pistons doing their part to end hunger in Metro Detroit with every block shot. Buddies will send 2 large pizzas to the Capuchin Soup Kitchen in Detroit. Yeah, the Pistons could use a little more Terry Mills in the O. He did just finish the first with that triple from the corner, but that's the only thing that went down for Terry in the first. Big basket, however. Scott makes and has 5. It's 30-22, Pistons by 8.
Right, huge hoop by Terry by the end of the first, but I like to see T. Mills back in that post, getting some inside scoring for the Pistons right about now.
Joe D has it sideline right, leaves it there for Grant Hill against Royal, gets it back in the baseline against Thompson. Horace Grant the double team, but the turn and gun goes before Grant gets there.
Tough shot.
Pistons by 10. Donald Royal between the rings to Grant. Wing on the right to Brooks Thompson against Grant Hill. The bounce wide right for Dennis Scott. Swipe by Grant Hill. Midcourt in the middle for Joe, but nobody's home there except Avent. Gives it to Brooks Thompson. They're down the lane, 3-on-2, deep right, Dennis Scott. Joe gets up on him. Clock at 16. They'll have to set up. And as they go to double on the right wing against Scott, they are whistled for an illegal defense. That is the second illegal. And the Pistons will give up a technical foul free throw to Dennis Scott and a fresh 24 to the Magic. Dennis Scott drills it from the line. He has 6. Pistons by 9, 32-23. Lindsey Hunter will rest Joe Dumars now. Royal, top of the key, Avent. Wing on the left to Horace Grant. High post left side, Dennis Scott backs down on Grant Hill. Ball flicked away and stolen by Terry Mills. A reach-in foul trying to get it back. Called on Horace Grant. Pistons with the basketball. They've had some quick hands out there through the first quarter and now into the second. Leading 32-23. They have it at home against the Orlando Magic. Grant Hill against Donald Royal, top of the key. Penetrates, dishes right corner to Lindsey Hunter, takes it to the wing, leaves it there for Grant. Grant rocks the dribble against Royal. Behind a foul line, 17-foot gun wide left, saved by Lindsey Hunter, but not quite. He had 1 foot out of bounds.
Well, Grant got hit on the hand while he was taking that shot.
Royal may have gotten a hand on the shot, but he certainly got a hand on the hand. Royal sends it deep left. Dennis Scott, rainbow gun, no, and it's over the backboard and out of bounds. As pretty as the game was in Orlando, this one hasn't been, but the Pistons will take it with a 9-point lead in the ball, 9:43 to play in the half.
Games like this, sometimes you have to play ugly to win.
Here comes Grant Hill working against Royal. Blows by him, gets to the rim, grabbed on the way, hammered and fouled. Royal gets the whistle from Steve Javy. With a chin up on his arm, the first on Royal. And Grant Hill ought to shoot two here. Don't miss out on these exciting shows. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers here April 19th through 23rd. Van Halen on the 16th, REM June 7th. For tickets, call 810-377-0100 or visit the Palace box office or any Ticketmaster location. First free throw short for Grant Hill. Joe Day of the Vipers will be our halftime guest. He's on the playoff roster, so he's back from the knee injury, perhaps in time to play in Turner Cup action. Grant Hill gets 1 for 2. Pistons lead by 10. Horace Grant, topside, gunning for the Magic. No, tapped up and in, though, by Avant, all by himself in front of the rack. 33-25. Pistons lead by 8. 9:09 till halftime. Allen Houston works between the rings against Dennis Scott. Terry Mills trying to screen for him. Allen does get the screen and switch. Horace Grant on him right wing. He'll step back, try for three, won't go through. Kept alive by Miller. Pulled off by Grant Hill. Lays it up and in off the window. Good job by Oliver Miller and Grant Hill. Grant with 9. Pistons by 10. 8:44 to play in the half. Shaw bounces it. Mid-left to Dennis Scott. Left wing now to Shaw. Back to Scott. Sideline left against Grant Hill. Clock at 7 to the baseline. Stopping from 10. Gunning got it. Dennis Scott stopped on a dime and drained it. Pistons 35. Orlando 27. Allen Houston on the wing to Oliver Miller. Left side. Top side now Lindsey. Back left wing. Houston to the baseline. Horace Grant's there with them. Terry Mills has Dennis Scott posted low left, gets it, draws the double team from Avant, forces anyway, misses to Shaw. Shaw up the middle, forecourt, deep right, Dennis Scott fakes the three, drives foul line, blind dishes baseline right to Avant, slapped away and out of bounds by Terry Mills. Now Raphael Addison will rest Grant Hill, and Eric Lechner will check in for Oliver Miller. And Shaq is back for the Magic. Anthony Bowie back too, triggering right baseline. Sends it deep right wing. Dennis Scott gunning no. Rebound comes to Addison. Pistons up 8. Raphael to forecourt. Leaves it deep right wing to Houston against Bowie. Allen works now between the rings. Off a screen left side. Addison comes to get it against Shaw. Top side, Terry Mills. Leaves it there for Houston. Gets it back left wing. The clock's at 4. Addison, low left side against Shaw. Across the lane for the hook, and he hit it. But we're going to get a foul first on Anthony Avant. No basket. Seven and 28 to play in the half. Pistons 35, the Magic 27. Addison, top of the key to Lindsey Hunter against Brian Shaw. Left wing Raphael gets a Lechner screen, bounces inside for Eric, hooks and hit it.
Great pick and roll right there by Addison and Lechner. Great pick and roll. Great concentration by Lechner to pick up the bounce pass and lay it in.
Pistons by 10 again. 37-27, 7:08 to play first half. Avant on top against Terry Mills. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul inside. It's 2 on Allen Houston. Orlando with 3 team fouls. Pistons have 2 with that one. 7:06 to play in the half, and Don Chaney wants timeout.
We got to say a happy birthday to Eric Lambert, Bill Lambert's son, who's at the game tonight, sitting in one of the front row seats here on the floor. Got the whole family here tonight.
Somebody named Lambert always should be in the front row at the Palace. Orlando's basketball, Pistons by 10. Just under 7 to play first half. Shaw, dotted line, Avent, turning baseline left shot is blocked away by Eric Lechner. We got Lechner on Avent on that play. Terry Mills was on Shaq. Now they'll switch back. Left wing to Avent against Terry Mills. Foul line, Dennis Scott turning, forcing, missing. Rebound comes long to Lindsey Hunter. Lindsey up the middle. Still with it, foul line. Takes it back topside, works against Brian Shaw. Houston comes off a Lechner screen, left side, gets it, rolls to the lane, hooks over Shaq and misses, but Shaq got him on the arm.
Allen Houston is being more aggressive, taking that ball to the basket and not being afraid of shooting it over anybody.
Well, you go at Shaq, you'll go at anybody, and he drew the foul. Shaquille's first. Allen will shoot two. 6:29 till halftime. Pistons lead them 37-27. Make it 38 as the first free throw falls. 13 tonight for Allen Houston.
Tell you, his stock is going sky high.
What a talent. Whew. And knows how to play. Great temperament. Heck of a teammate. 39-27, he got them both. Pistons by a dozen. 6:18 to play in the half. Dennis Scott on the right sideline, bothered by Raphael, inside for Shaq, shoved by Eric Lechner, his first foul. Joe D for Allen Houston. Allen finally gets a rest. Joe's back in the game, playing off guard to try to rain some points on the Magic now. Oh, did he explode late down in Orlando? What a show. Bowie looking for Shaq inside. Lechner trying to hold him off right of the lane. And the lob, and Lechner is going to be hit with a foul. Eric could only hold him off so long, and finally Steve Javy blew the whistle as if to say, you're not strong enough to keep Shaq out of the lane any longer than that.
Yeah, but I like the way he's playing. Be aggressive, be physical out there. So what? Got enough guys.
Fronting Shaq now. The lob gets over Eric, and Shaq will turn and jam and say something to Eric.
They gave him that look, that stare. That's why you got to let guys play, especially the big men inside. Let them bang.
Pistons go to Joe left wing. Lechner screens. Joe draws the double. Top side, Lindsey. Gunning, got it. Just inside the three-point line. Pistons lead them 41-29. Orlando to Dennis Scott. Sideline left against Addison. Raphael nearly swipes it. Scott gets it back. Timeline to Avent. Wing on the right to Bowie. Right corner, Shaw. Inside, Shaq. Hooking, missing. Rebound, Lechner. Eric gives it up to Lindsey Hunter. Lindsey right-handing left side. Cross-court dish to Joe. In the lane, Terry Mills gunning short. Trying to get it back and traveled. Caught his own shot that fell short.
One thing about Eric Lechner, when the ball goes up, he's going to put his body on somebody. And you got to love a guy like that because you know he's going to get the rebound or one of his teammates is going to get the rebound.
Shaq trying to set up low on the right against Eric right now. Dennis Scott has it topside, driving on the right side against Addison. Lechner comes to help in the double team. They'll flip the hook pass to Shaq, who lays it in. Shaquille with 13, Pistons by 10. 4:50 to play first half. Lindsey Hunter up the middle against Brian Shaw. Now he'll take it left wing. Pistons 41, Magic 31. Lindsey draws the double. Topside Terry Mills, left corner Lindsey. Trying to blow by Shaw, baseline, can't. Steps back, gunning for three, won't go through. Rebound, Avent. Forecourt to Shaw, sideline right to Bowie against Joe. Low right to Shaq, turning on Lechner, comes through, hooks and hits and draws the foul. 15 for Shaquille O'Neal. Another foul on Eric Lechner will be his third.
Well, Eric's playing him physical, playing him tough, but you know, no one guy is going to stop Shaquille O'Neal when he gets the ball in the post. He needs to get some help down there. He's done a great job out there.
Terry Mills and Eric Lechner coming out. Grant Hill and Mark West check in. Shaquille at the line where he's 1 for 5. Now he's 1 for 6. Avent trying to root out Raphael. Addison got inside and boarded, and Raphael is going to be guilty of the loose ball foul.
Yeah, that hurts right there.
Raphael had something to say to Sean Corbin about the call. Avent will shoot 2. First one falls. The lead is just 7. And now it's 6. Pistons 41, the Magic 35. Backcourt pressure from Orlando. Raphael spins against Avent across the timeline. Back near the timeline to Lindsey Hunter. Lindsey left wing delivery to Joe. Joe against Anthony Bowie. Left hand dribble to the baseline. Jump stop, up fake, drew the contact, missed the shot. He'll shoot a pair. Avent got him. This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA. Let's take 10 here for an ID on the Pistons Basketball Network. Joe D line left to shoot 2, makes the first. Here is the second, score that one too. Joe with 5, Pistons by 8, 4 to play in the half. Dennis Scott, right-handing, right side. Works against Grant Hill, wide right to Shaq. Against West, left wing Bowie, touch pass, left corner Brian Shaw, three-point gunning, he got it. The lead is 5. Lindsey with it on top. Lindsey bothered by Shaw. Grant Hill finally spins away from Scott, left side. Clock is at 9. Grant crossing over, down the lane. Shovels it, baseline left to Lindsey for the rainbow, and it goes. Grant Hill with his 6th assist there, and a beauty off penetration. 45-38 Pistons, 3 and 10 to play in the half. Magic to Shaq inside, 2-timed. Joe D. But Mark West will pick up his 3rd foul. Boy, Shaq can wear you out. And don't think he's not going to wear some people out in the playoffs, whether they won any playoff games last year or not. But they need Penny Hardaway back and healthy, that's obvious. Show your team spirit. Sign up today for the Comerica Pistons credit card. For information or an application, call 1-800-292-1300. 1-800-292-1300. The Comerica Pistons credit card for Comerica Bank. One thing that'll hurt this team, though, is what Shaq's doing at the line right now. And he's not the only brick thrower at the stripe. He's just the worst. He missed another. He's 1 out of 7 at the line.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him in the playoffs, because teams, they read the stat sheets and they're going to know who to foul in certain situations. And you can't keep calling timeout to get certain guys out of the ballgame.
Finally made the second. Pistons rush it up to Joe, left corner. Got Horace Grant there with him. On the floor to the lane, hooking on the run short. Rebound lost by Bowie. It was taken away by Grant Hill. Deep left to Joe. 3-point gun, no. And Orlando will get the basketball as the rebound goes out of bounds. Pistons 45 and the Magic 39. Lindsey Hunter and Joe, Grant Hill, Raphael, and now Oliver Miller for the Pistons against Bowie and Shaw, Horace Grant, Dennis Scott, and Shaq. Brian Shaw, left-handing, left side against Lindsey. Joe D comes to 2-time. Top of the key, it goes to Grant against Raphael Addison. And a whistle and a mini hand check, if it even was one, called by little Ronnie Garrettson on Raphael. Two and 39 till halftime, and Sean Corbin will hand the ball to Horace Grant. This is not a great crew here tonight either. Poorly officiated game 2 nights ago in Orlando, without question. Man, oh man, what a mess that was.
Well, I tell you, that's even worse when you're watching it on TV because you can get the replays. Whew.
Grant at the line, gets the first, scores on the second. 45-40. Pistons by 5. Now we have 2:35 to play in the half. Lindsey right-handing right side against Brian Shaw. Top of the key, Grant Hill against Dennis Scott. They clear the left side. Grant to the left baseline off the high glass with a leaner. He hit it.
Beautiful shot by Grant. A floater going to the baseline. Banked it.
And he has 11. The Magic inside from Bowie to Shaq for the slam. They went to Bowie left corner. He alley-ooped to Shaq just on eye contact. Shaquille with 18. 47-43 Pistons. 2 minutes to play in the half. Lindsey Hunter against Brian Shaw. Left wing to Joe. Wide left now to Grant Hill. Horace Grant helping Bowie. Across the lane to Miller. Touch feed right corner Raphael. Missed the rainbow. Oliver taps it, but Anthony Bowie controls it. Bowie right-handing right side against Joe. Wide right to Brian Shaw against Lindsey Hunter. Backs down, forces on the turn and gun. No. Gets it back, fall away, and he fills it up. And now the lead is 2. Pistons led by as many as 13. Lindsey Hunter left wing. Low left to Joe. Shaq comes to do time. Helping with Bowie. They'll go deep left now to Lindsey Hunter. Misfires on a 3. Oliver Miller boards it. Bounce pass left corner. Joe. Rainbow 3 short. Oliver Miller boards again. To the basket cutting Joe. Lays it up and in a reverse. Oliver Miller can pass that basketball.
He's a good pass for a big man. Great hustle on the boards by Oliver Miller.
Pistons by 4 again. Final minute first half. Brian Shaw against Lindsey Hunter. Screen from Scott. Now Shaw has Grant Hill on him. Go inside to Scott. Deep right wing Bowie. Missed the 3. Rebound Shaq and is rejected, but foul. Ronnie Garrettson calls it on Lindsey Hunter.
Well, you got to put a body on a guy like Shaquille O'Neal. There's no way you can contain him in the post if you don't box him out.
Shaq, who's 2 out of 8 at the line, bricks the first. Fouled him again. He can't even see the rim tonight from 15. He does get the next. 19 for Shaq. 3 for 10 from the line. 49-46 Pistons. Here they come. Joe D left wing. Works against Bowie. Heads for the baseline. Horace Grant double teams. Top of the key, Oliver Miller. Now left wing, Grant Hill. Hill to the lane. 4-time, missed the shot. Miller missed the tap. Shaq with the board to Dennis Scott. Return feed to Shaq, lays it in. 49-48. Shaquille with 21. Joe D works up the middle against Anthony Bowie. No shot clock, less than 10 to play in the half. Bounces sideline right to Grant Hill. Cuts to the lane, off the high glass. Good, in and out, but back in again with 0.8 of a second to play in the half. And the horn will sound before Dennis Scott can miss three-quarter court. At halftime at the Palace, the Pistons lead the Magic by 3, 51-48. Joe D and Allen Houston back in the Piston backcourt with Terry Mills, Grant Hill, and Mark West up front. Joe has it topside, 2-time, baseline right to Terry Mills, rainbow from 14, no. Grant Hill kept it alive. Tapped it back out to Terry, who sends it back near the timeline to Joe. Shaw and Bowie, Shaq, Grant, and Donald Royal for Orlando. Joe deep right wing, looking to pick and roll with Terry Mills. Bounce pass behind the back, topside Terry. Penetrates right corner dish to Joe, clock at 8. A screen on Shaw from Terry, and fighting through is Shaw, and he'll be hit with a foul. That is 3 on Brian Shaw. And a new clock for the Pistons. Pistons lead them 51-48. Orlando outscored them 21-10 in the last 5.5 of the first half to pull within 3. Allen Houston has it left wing, nearly lost it, gets it back, takes it sideline left. Two-time by Shaq, and Royal in trouble and takes a timeout. The Pistons will make that a 20. In the first minute of the second half, the Pistons have to take a 20, trailing 51-48. Ten to play here in the third. Brian Shaw against Joe D, top of the key. Takes it right wing. Dishes back top side to Horace Grant. Deep to Shaq. Shot blocked by Grant Hill to Houston. Midcourt in the middle of Grant. Takes it left corner. Left wing dish to Joe. Cutting inside as West got it and dunks. Oh, a block by Grant Hill sets up the slam for Mark West, and the Pistons lead by 10. Brian Shaw goes right wing, gunning for the Magic, and he gets it. 58-50. Pistons with a lead in the ball. 9:20 to play third quarter. Grant Hill top side against Anthony Bowie. Joe D off a West screen, gets it wide left, penetrates, dishes wide right to Mills, wing on the right to Houston, top side Grant Hill, 20-footer, got it! Grant Hill owns the third.
Boy, he's done everything, George. Rebound, he's assist, he's stolen the ball, he's blocked shots, and now he's scored.
And here's Donald Royal trying to dish it inside. Grant Hill leaps, and it's a foot on the ball, and they'll reset the shot clock, calling it an intentional kick ball. Pistons 60, Magic 50. Bowie to Grant, back to Bowie, left wing against Houston. In the paint to Shaq, top side Grant, behind a foul line for the 17-foot gun goes, and a foul, it's on Terry Mills. Three on Terry, just 1 for 6 from the floor for Horace Grant, but he got that one. And the lead is 8 with a free throw coming. Great NBA action continues at the Palace when the Pistons battle Chicago Wednesday, the Hornets Friday, and the Cavaliers April the 18th. Tickets left only for the Cleveland game. Call 810-377-0100 or visit the Palace box office or any Ticketmaster Center. Free throw falls for Grant, 60-53. Grant Hill against Bowie, top of the key. Wide right to Joe D to the foul line. Double clutch dish, top side to Grant Hill. Puts it on the deck, righty down the lane, tripped and fouled. Boy, he's paying the price as he heads down the lane. Horace Grant tripped him that time.
Yeah, they're not going to let Grant Hill embarrass them. He's got to totally catch him off guard. They know he wants to take to the basket most of the time, even though he has been hitting his jumper quite often here lately.
Pistons by 7, new clock. Grant Hill to Joe D, right wing. Joe takes it topside against Shaw. Left wing to Houston, Royal up on him. Terry Mills screening. Houston gives back to Terry left wing, thinking about the three-point gun. Now he takes it, misses to Shaq. O'Neal to Bowie, right-handing left side against Joe. Screen and roll with Horace Grant. Grant inside, switched on Joe. Back outside to Bowie, and now Terry Mills gets back on Grant. Horace Grant, dotted line jump hook, no follow-up. Shaq short. He is fouled on the shot. Mark West has picked up his 4th. Shaq will shoot 2. This Wednesday, when the Bulls are in, the first 4,000 get a beach towel from the Wellness Plan. Friday, when the Pistons take on the Hornets, the first 4,000 get a squeeze bottle from Gatorade. Oliver Miller will check in for Mark West. Shaq has bricked another free throw. He is 3 for 11. Out comes West, in comes the O. Oh, Big Miller, as Vinny calls. And he is that. Shaq's second one, line drive, but somehow went down. 60-54. The Piston lead is 6. We played 4 in the third. Joe D, wide left to Grant Hill. Bowie's on him. Turns him dotted line. Flips up the hook off the high glass, and he hit it. Oh, he's pulling more tricks out of that trick bag tonight.
Oh, he's great in the post. I like to see him in the post a lot more often.
Misfiring right corner is Brian Shaw. Shaq gets it back. Baseline left, fall away, and he filled it up. Looked good there. Pistons rush it up to Grant Hill. Wide left against Bowie. Stop and go on the baseline. Comes back to the sideline. Now they'll two-time. Top of the key, Houston. Foul line, Mills. Low right, Miller. Deep right corner to Joe. Brian Shaw on him. Shot clock at 7. Very good Orlando D. The double team on Joe and the slap away by Shaw. And he's grabbed and fouled by Joe. And the Pistons will take time here. 7 and 11 to play in the third. The lead is 6. Pistons 62 and the Magic 56 at the Palace on the Pistons Basketball Network. At the Palace, Grant Hill now with 17 points, 8 boards, and 7 assists. We still have over 7 to play in the third. Brian Shaw against Joe out of the Piston timeout. Starts down the right side, dishes back top side to Horace Grant for the rainbow gun, no. Rebound to Houston. Allen, right-handing right side. Works against Bowie, top side Joe D, wide left to Grant Hill. To the baseline, now sends it left wing Mills, top side Joe, clock at 12. Joe against Royal. Miller comes to screen. Joe's got Shaq on him, hooks a pass deep left to Terry. Three-point gunning, no. Rolls off the rim and comes down to Bowie. Head now Shaw, now Bowie sideline left. Low left to Shaq. Jump hooking, in and out. Shaq's got it back and throws it down. 26 for Shaquille O'Neal.
Tell you, watching Shaq in the post, it's like a man playing with boys out there. I mean, he's just so much bigger than the rest of these guys.
6 and 10 to play in the third. He is a brute. Here's Houston getting a wide screen from Oliver Miller deep right. Missed the 3 to Shaq. Now Shaw. Shaw way up on a run out for Bowie. Somehow saved it. Falls into the photographers on the left baseline, but Shaw has it left wing. Bowie's up and all right. Runs to his spot right corner. Shaw takes it topside. Loops it mid-left to Shaq. To the basket cutting Horace Grant right to left. Got deep left and drew the foul. Grant Hill got him. Grant's second. Terry Mills comes out. Lechner replaces him. The Pistons and Palace thank the Pontiac Osteopathic Hospital for providing on-site first aid service at the Palace. Pontiac Osteopathic, always there when you need them. Horace Grant will shoot 2, line left. His team trails by 4, make it 3 as the first one falls. 62-59, Pistons. 5 and 45 to play in the third. Horace Grant gets them both. 62-60. 5 and 40 to play in the third. Joe D left-handing right side. Has Shaw with him on the wing. Bounces top side to Grant Hill against Anthony Bowie. Rocking the dribble, and Joe trying to come free left side. Grabbed by Brian Shaw. That's his 4th. And a technical on Shaw. Shaw looking at Sean Corbin like he's anxious to get another one. Now he'll look away wisely. Joe D will shoot the tech. And he scores it. Pistons by 3, 63-60. Brooks Thompson replaces Brian Shaw. Joe Dumars so much stronger than most of the guards who try to check him. He touches them with the arm, and they're in trouble, and that's when they grab. A lob to Joe low on the right. Kind of reminds me of the guy sitting next to me here. Here's Allen Houston with the rock on top. Houston on the left wing. Has Royal on him, drives him inside, runs into Thompson, throws it up and in, but Thompson took the charge. Offensive foul, Allen Houston.
Allen probably should have stopped at the free throw line and took that short jumper. They really had that lane closed down. Good effort, though.
5 and 10 to play in the third. 63-60, Pistons with the lead. Orlando goes to Donald Royal, wide right. Royal spins inside, up fake on Grant Hill. Got him to bump him and foul him. That's 3 on Grant Hill.
All Donald Royal wants to do is go to the basket. Give him the jump shot.
And we're going to get Pistons taking a timeout here with 5:03 to play in the third. It is 63-60 Pistons. Timeout at the Palace. The Pistons leading Shaq and the Magic. Eric Lechner, Oliver Miller, Grant Hill, Joe D. and Allen Houston for the Pistons. The first free throw falls for Royal. Second one comes away to Lechner. Good board by Eric.
Yeah, Eric Lechner will box out, that's for sure, and he'll get a lot of rebounds.
Joe D up the right side, leaves a deep right wing for Grant Hill against Bowie. Baseline right for Joe against Thompson. In the basket, cutting Miller for the dunk. Nice pass.
Beautiful.
Serious slam.
Beautiful pass by Joe. He's demanding a double team in the post against Thompson, and he's hitting the open man every time for an easy shot.
Bowie mid-left to Shaq, back behind a foul line to Horace Grant, who's got it going now. He sticks it from 17.
Well, Horace Grant always was able to hit that short jump shot 15 feet on in, but he's an unselfish player. Always wanted to give the ball to Michael Jordan. I hated him for that.
And I don't blame you. Allen Houston on the right wing. Top of the key, Grant Hill against Thompson. Back to Allen. Low inside for Joe, and he was shoved by Bowie. The ball sailed out of bounds. No call.
Well, he didn't get that call against Bowie the other night in Orlando.
Well, now he's 0 for 2. Here comes Brooks Thompson, right-handing left side. Top side to Bowie against Houston. Alley-oop for Shaq. Couldn't control it. Rebound comes long, but Royals got it top side. Shaq calling for it against Lechner, low left. Oliver Miller comes to double. The basket cutter is Grant. The pass is behind him. Picked up by Houston. 4-on-3 break to Joe inside on Royal. Lays it up. Took the bump. Laid it in. Didn't get the whistle. 67-63 Pistons.
Great break by the Pistons. Allen Houston, I love to see him with the ball in transition because he always makes the smart play and the right play.
Brooks Thompson on the right sideline. Gets a Horace Grant screen. Takes it topside. Dishes back to Horace on the baseline. 15-footer over Oliver. Yes.
Well, it looks like both teams are starting to heat it up a little bit, George. Offensively, at least. Making this a little bit more exciting ball game.
2-pointers, 67-65. 3-17 to play here in the third. Pistons up a deuce. Grant Hill sideline left with it. Joe Dumars in the post. Trying to get away from Brooks Thompson. Grabbed and fouled. Thompson second. Donald Royal sits down. Dennis Scott checks in.
Well, they're going to have to change that matchup because Don Chaney is going to stick right with that matchup because it's creating problems for the Magics right now, and they can't contain Joe in the post without a double team.
Grant gives to Houston, gets it back, goes low left to Joe, turning, gunning over Thompson. No, and Eric Lechner with a slam tap.
Big E.
The slam back by the Big E. You're right, BJ.
He was huge on that one over the Shaq.
69-65, the slam over Shaq. Thompson down the lane, caught the Pistons on their heels, laid it up and in lefty.
No, that was just too easy. That was the easiest basket so far this half.
Joe D right-handing up the right side against Bowie. Works deep on the way. Gives to Houston inside against Thompson. Horace Grant on the double team. Pass goes high post left side to Lechner. Nearly lost it. Gets it back. Missed on the turn and gun to Grant. Horace Grant ahead to Bowie. Bowie forecourt sideline right. In the Shack. Double team. Manhandled by Oliver on Eric. And he was fouled.
Boy, I tell you, you know Big Miller now, he weighs about 3. I'm going to be generous right there. And Shaq just gave him a shove, man, knocked him almost to half court. Woo, is that man strong. That was incredible.
The O just kind of cast away by Shaquille, even if he was a bit off balance. Shaq will shoot two. It's Oliver's foul. And that's his second. First free throw won't fall. He is 4 for 13. Second one pops out to Oliver Miller. So the O's foul, a good one. Pistons up a deuce, 2:08 to play third quarter. Need to heat it up here. Houston with a rock on top, leaves it there for Grant Hill against Bowie. Grant wing on the right to Allen. Screen from Lechner. Three-point gun. Got it! Allen Houston's fourth tray puts the Pistons up 5. Lindsey Hunter is checked in for Joe. Thompson works him left side, inside Shaq, top side, Horace Grant. Winging the right to Dennis Scott, back on top to Horace Grant, 19-footer, no. Shaq trying to slam it back through, and he pushed off. Loose ball foul on Shaquille O'Neal. And a technical foul called on Shaq by Ron Garretson. Give me a little play on that, Vinny.
Well,
Did I let him know he was talking to him?
Absolutely.
And you know he's Gerald Garrettson's son. He's going to call the tech.
Oh, definitely going to call the tech. But, you know, I don't care how big of a superstar he is. If you're going to get respect from the players, if they do something that's out of line, you got to treat them just like any other player out there on the court.
Allen Houston makes the technical foul free throw. Orlando's in the penalty, so the Pistons will come down and shoot 2 after the tech.
I'll tell you what, Eric Lechner has come in the game and kind of frustrated the Shaq a little bit.
Yes, he has. Not afraid to put some body on him, and he was the one who was shoved that time. The E will shoot 2. Gets the first one to go. Pistons lead by 7. Missed the next. Rebound Shaq. To Brooks Thompson. Shaq with 15 boards and 26 points. Thompson left wing. Inside to Shaq. Wheeling on Lechner for the dunk. And a foul on Eric.
Boy, I tell you, that was forceful. Even though it didn't count. You can see the people in the front row over there kind of backing away.
Forceful is certainly correct. And underline it. And capitalize it. And put it in italics. The 4th foul on Eric Lechner.
But I agree with you, George. He certainly has to work on his free throw shooting. I think that's his Achilles heel right now.
He has missed the first. He's 4 for 15, scores on the second, 5 for 16 at the line. 74-68 Pistons, a minute and a half to play in the third. Against pressure, Oliver Miller gets the pass, dishes inside to Grant Hill, comes to reverses. No, but Oliver with the slam tap.
Big Miller with the flush. Put back.
Brooks Thompson of forecourt, deep right, Dennis Scott, three-point gunning, no. Shaq trying to stick it back, lost it. Saved by Lindsey to Allen Houston. Pistons 2-on-1 against Thompson.
Oh!
Big pass and the dunk for Al.
Oh, Mr. Houston. Don't be so sweet out there.
Oh, he was sweet as sugar there. The Pistons lead them by 10. Pistons have exploded to take a 10-point lead over Shaq and the Magic. Horace Grant, Brooks Thompson, Shaquille, Dennis Scott, and Anthony Bowie. Coming to work for Orlando. Lindsey Hunter picks Thompson's pocket midcourt, drives and dunks over Thompson. Pistons by a dozen.
Oh boy, Lindsey Hunter was feeling it himself. He came in just getting in the ball game, stripped Brooks Thompson, takes it in for a flush himself.
He did slap it out of bounds for a delay of game, but a great steal and stuff by Lindsey. And now we're going to get a technical foul called by Ron Garretson against Brian Hill. Brian Hill questioning whether there was a foul on the steal. Allen Houston shoots the tech, missed it. Pistons 80, Orlando 68. 45.2 seconds to play in the third. Anthony Bowie, midcourt, left side to Trigger. Top side, Thompson against Lindsey. Brooks Thompson to the right sideline. Lindsey is all over him. Thompson, top side of Bowie. Fakes left, goes right, back to Thompson, right wing. Nice little jump fake. Steps behind a foul line and sticks it.
I think it's going to the playground now. Brooks Thompson got his hand hanging out there.
Held that left hand up.
Take that.
And wanted a foul. 80-70. 20 seconds to play in the third. Hill against Bowie, wing on the right to Houston, baseline right to Lechner, off the glass and good with a facing half hook.
You see that?
Oh, was that sweet? Pistons by a dozen. 10 seconds to play in the third. Orlando inside to Shaq, topside Grant. Long two-point gun goes. We're going to count the basket and give Shaq a personal foul.
The Big E has come in and did a great job on Shaq. Totally got him frustrated. And George, the reason why is because he's putting his body on him. See, Shaq don't like when you put your body on him. He wants to roam freely to get that position, but Eric Lechner is fighting him every step of the way.
Eric took a pretty good shot to the chops, and now Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal is all over Steve Javy. And better sit down, and does. Anthony Avent replaces him. Shaq with his third personal. Eric Lechner with 5.4 seconds to play in the third. And the Pistons leading 82-72. Will shoot two, line right. First one pops out. Eric doing a heck of a job against Shaq. Okay, we got a quarter to go. Pistons by 10. Can he make it 11? 5.4 seconds to play in the third. Second free throw on the way. He hits it. 83-72. Brooks Thompson in a hurry up the left side. 1 second as he has it topside. Shot blocked from behind by Oliver Miller at the horn. At the end of three. It's the Pistons 83 and the Magic 72. George and Vinny back at the Palace. The Pistons finish the third with a 20-12 run to go up 83-72 on the Magic. Event sideline right, top of the key, Dennis Scott. Now left wing Bowie, screen from Grant. Bowie penetrates down the lane, running finger roll short, but a foul, and Oliver Miller got him. Hate to waste him on him. Oh, you got to save him for Shaq.
Oh, no question. You can't give up a little cheapie right there. You got to definitely save for Shaq. But I tell you, the way Eric Lechner is playing, and if he stays out there, Shaq might not want to come back in the ball game.
Here is Bowie shooting two, gets the first. He buried it. Vipers against Cleveland Sunday, the first 4,000, 16 and under, got a goalie mask from Franklin Bank. Anthony Bowie makes two. You could use a goalie mask in the paint tonight.
Oof, it's tough out there. But the Pistons can't lose their focus right now because Shaq is out of the ball game.
83-74 near swipe. Grant Hill saves it. Inside it goes to Miller. Touch pass to Lechner. Laid it in. Oh, was that unreal?
Beautiful. Unselfish play by Big Miller. Saw Eric Lechner just floating down the lane. Sweet pass. Eric fouled up with an easy layup and got fouled in the process.
85-74. The Pistons lead the Magic. Avent's foul is his third. He can make it a three-point trip. In and out to Avent. Pistons by 11. 11 and 25 to go. Brooks Thompson right-handing right side against Lindsey. Top of the key, Horace Grant with room for Miller. Behind a foul line, Dennis got up fake, lost Grant Hill. 15-foot leaning gun goes. 10 for Dennis Scott.
He's a shooter.
The lead now 9. Lindsey with a rock on top against Brooks Thompson. Crossover twice, deep left wing dish to Houston. Penetrates foul line, wing on the right to Lindsey. Gets back to the foul line, fires and fills it.
Great shot by Lindsey, but right then Allen Houston was coming off that screen. He's got to hit that guy in his rhythm.
Horace Grant sends it deep right to Dennis Scott. Misfires on the three. Pistons running 3-on-2. Grant Hill down the lane. Fouled as he started to accelerate and get up in the air.
He was getting ready to dance up there, George. I tell you, they wouldn't have fouled him. You would have saw something pretty.
As the Jets started to take off, Brooks Thompson fouled him.
That was a smart foul. I wouldn't want to be on anybody's highlight film.
Grant Hill will shoot two. Here is the first. Wide left. Pistons 87. Orlando 76. 10 and 42 to go in the game. Second one in and out. Ouch. Horace Grant rebounds to Brooks Thompson. Thompson right-handing right side.
Pistons got to realize Big Shaq is going to be coming in the game and coming in fresh, so they better take advantage of this opportunity right here.
Magic send it right corner. Dennis Scott for the three, and it's through. On a run out, it's Grant Hill, but the pass is way too long by Oliver Miller. Now it's 87-79, and back comes Shaq and Brian Shaw.
Fresh troops, rested.
Horace Grant sits down. Shaw, Bowie, Avent, Dennis Scott, and Shaq on the floor for Orlando. 10:19 to go. Magic basketball. Pistons 87, Orlando 79. Anthony Bowie, baseline left to the basket, cutting. Brian Shaw laid it in. Great out of bounds play and a foul. Lindsey Hunter with a shove, and now it's a 6-point game. A free throw coming, and Don Chaney wants timeout. By our pal Leonard C. and all the good people at Frisbee Moving and Storage, your personal moving company. By your bottler of Sprite. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst, Sprite. And by Treetop Sylvan Resort of Gaylord. With discount golf in April and May on the Fazio, the Jones, and the Smith at Harry Melling's Treetop Sylvan Resort. Take it from me. They treat you right at Treetops. Make your summertime golf reservations right now. Even with a brand new suites building, rooms are going to be scarce at that great golf resort. 1-800-444-6711 is the number. That's 1-800-444-6711 for Treetop Sylvan Resort of Gaylord. Shaw, the Lindsey Hunter foul, will shoot one. Short, rebound Lindsey. 10:15 left. Pistons up 6 and with it. They led by 11.
Pistons need a hoop right here, George. They need something good to happen right here.
Lindsey gets a Lechner screen, goes to the right baseline, gets inside, dishes left wing Raphael Addison, resting Grant Hill, gunning, got it. Oh, that's sweet to come off the bench, jack it up, and get nothing but the bottom.
Great penetration by Lindsey Hunter. Didn't see anybody, and he found my man Raphael Addison out there for the wide open jumper.
Pistons lead him 89-81. Dennis Scott left wing gunning, got it for the Magic, and now it's 89-83.
Dennis Scott is hitting some big shots here in the second half.
9.5 to go. Lindsey Hunter right-handing right side against Brian Shaw. Another Lechner screen. Another baseline penetration. This time comes through right to left. Takes it left corner. The clock is at 8. Backs up. Three-point guns. Short. Off the iron it comes. Rebound Dennis Scott. To Shaw. Way up for Avent. Too high, too hard, out of bounds. Turnover Orlando.
Pistons got a break there because he was wide open underneath the basket. They got an absolute break there. Let's try to get the ball in Allen Houston's hand. He's got a hot hand right here.
9:06 to go in the game. Lindsey up the left side. Gets to Addison mid-left. Raphael backs on Dennis Scott. The clock's at 10. To the lane. Here's the half-hook fake. The dish on the right baseline to Lechner. Foul Anthony Avent. 4 on Avent. Just under 9 to go. Pistons 89, Orlando 83 at the Palace. 3 team fouls on the Magic, 2 on the Pistons. Lindsey with a rock left wing against Shaw. Wide left to Raphael. Backs down on Scott. To the dotted line. The double clutch fall away. Off the heel. Lechner taps it, but Dennis Scott controls it. Dennis left-handing right side. Raphael all over him on the sideline as it comes across the timeline. Pass inside for Shaq. Tap by Addison. Shaq picks it up wide right, and the Pistons are guilty of an illegal defense. Soft double team by Oliver Miller.
Yeah, Big Miller, he has to go right over there and double team the ball immediately or get back to his man. He can't be in between.
That'll get him a technical foul free throw from Dennis Scott. And he hits it.
Well, Orlando is slowly creeping back into this ball game, and here comes Broadway.
Joe D, who's heading for Broadway after the game tonight, replaces Lindsey Hunter. Pistons against the Knicks, of course, at Madison Square Garden tomorrow night. Well, TV at an 8:30 start because the circus is in town. Orlando inside to Shaq Lowe on the right. The turning gun off the glass goes. Shaquille with 29. It's a 3-point game.
Well, Eric Lechner played him a little soft that time because he has 4 personal fouls and he didn't get any help in there. He has to continue to play him strong because the referees were letting him play that way.
Joe D sideline left to Houston. Allen dribbles foul line. Double clutch leaning gun goes. Allen Houston with 25. Pistons by 5.
He's double pumping. He's shooting the layup, finger rolls, everything. I mean, Allen Houston is playing great.
The Magic inside to Shaq. Back out to Shaw. Back into Shaq. The basket cutter is Avent. Gets it to him. The shot is too hard. Avent pulls it down as he tries to get it back up. He draws the foul. It's going to go against Allen Houston. That is 4 on Allen with 7:45 to go. Pistons 91, Orlando 86. Eric Lechner ought to get a hand and does as Mark West replaces him.
Gets a big hand. He played very well out there.
10 points, 4 boards, and some good D.
Kept a lot of balls alive too, George, on the boards.
No question. Anthony Avent line left to shoot 2. Missed the first. Team fouls at 3-3. Each team with 2 timeouts. Orlando, though, also with a 20. 7:45 to go. Pistons 91, Orlando 86. Avent eyes the rim. It's on the way. No. Rebound to the Big O. Hands to Joe D. Addison, Weston, Miller up front. Joe and Allen Houston out back. Allen comes to get it left wing. Joe has to bounce it back near the timeline to him against Scott, who was overplaying. Runs him into a Miller screen. Gets sideline left. Missed the tray. Rebound Donald Royal, who was checked in to Shaw. Royal, Shaw, Shaq. Avent on the floor for the Magic. Here is Royal down the lane and runs down Raphael Addison.
Raphael played him smart. He stayed back down the road, even though he got a head start on Raphael Addison. Raphael Addison knew that Donald Royal wanted to take the ball to the basket. Good play by Raphael Addison.
Raphael takes the charge. Just Royal's second. They got Scott and Shaw in the backcourt. Royal, Grant, and Shaq up front. Joe D works Shaw on the right wing. Now Shaq comes to double team. Cross-court dish to Raphael alone. 20 left side. Rainbow, no. Rebound, Shaw tapped away from him and out of bounds by Mark West. Orlando's basketball. Pistons by 5. 6:54 to go. Here comes Brian Shaw, right-handing left side. Pick and roll with Horace Grant. And they get the switch. Shaw against Oliver Miller outside. Raphael Addison comes to 2-time. Foul line dish to Royal. Penetrates low right to Horace Grant. And a foul before the shot on Joe D, his second. 6:35 to go. Pistons 91, the Magic 86. 4-team fouls on the Pistons. Grant Hill's about to check back in for the Pistons. For Raphael. Now he replaces Allen Houston. I thought I heard him say to the scoring table, I got Raphael, but he may have said, or when he said Addison, he may have said Allen Houston. We're a little ways away. Orlando goes topside, gets a Shaw miss. Oliver Miller boards, gives it up to Grant Hill. So Grant, Raphael, Miller, West, and Joe D are on the floor. Grant topside, penetrates, dumps it baseline right to Raphael. 18-footer, yes. Well, left him in and he knocked it down. Pistons by 7.
That's true. Grant Hill created that.
6 to go. Royal down the lane. Dishes to Shaq for the dunk. Boy, Orlando can catch you back on your heels and score in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you're getting high percentage shots like that one.
Pistons 93, Orlando 88. Grant Hill, right wing, gets to the foul line extension, squares up and guns and it goes.
Oh, boy, that was nasty right there, George. Between the legs behind the back. Sweet jumper by Mr. Hill.
5.5 left. Pistons 95 and the Magic 88. Brian Shaw, right wing. Top of the key, Horace Grant. Inside for Shaq. Tapped away by Grant Hill. And then when Shaq tried to come down with it, Mark West got a hand on his shoulder. And it's going to be out of bounds off Orlando. Pistons ball. Shaq stepped out. Here comes Grant Hill against Donald Royal, right wing. Gets right past him, dishes right corner to Raphael, now gets it back on the wing against Royal. The clock's at 10. Crossover dribble to the foul line. Dishes sideline left to Joe. 3-point gunning short. Rebound comes left corner to Brian Shaw. 5 minutes to go. Pistons lead by 7. Orlando quickly to Dennis Scott, left wing. Misfires to Oliver Miller. That was a long tray that banged away. 4:45 to go. This would be a big basket. Pistons up 7 and with it. Joe D left wing. Clock at 12. Gets topside. Takes it back left side. Oliver Miller trying to set a screen for him. Joe gives back to the O. And Oliver is fouled by Donald Royal. Royal got in front of Oliver. They collided. Down he went, and they hit him with a block.
He's a brave man.
It's like getting in front of Shaq.
Oh, boy.
Grant Hill to Joe D, top of the key. Against Brian Shaw. Leaves it there for Grant Hill. Plenty on the clock. Works against Royal. Wing on the right to Joe against Shaw. The clock's at 10. Now Horace Grant comes to double to Grant Hill topside. Clock's at 5 to the dotted line. Double clutch Jay. Blocked out of bounds, but calming down. Shaq with the goaltend.
Beautiful move by Grant Hill. He's creating double teams. He's getting his people open on offense. Oh, yeah, there's no question that was goaltending. Beautiful move.
4 minutes to go, and the Pistons lead by 9. Brian Shaw against Joe. Top of the key to Horace Grant. Grant with room for Miller. Steps up, 19-footer, no. Oliver Miller in for the rebound. Absolutely flat out, let him have the shot. Turned right around and played rebound.
That's what you have to do.
3:42 to go. Pistons up 9 and with it. Joe D sideline left against Shaw. Mark West comes to screen. Joe fakes the screen, goes baseline, topside dish, Grant Hill. Long gun, short. Rebound Shaq. 3:25 to go. And Brian Hill, who's done a heck of a job coaching his team all season long, wants a Magic timeout. Pistons 97 and the Magic 88. Orlando with the ball. Pistons by 9. 3:25 to go.
And I think Grant Hill is assist and a rebound away from having a triple-double.
First Piston ever to do it at the Palace, if he gets it done. Royal with the drive, flips it up, wide left, rebound Grant Hill. Only needs a feed now, 21 points, 10 boards, 9 assists. Here come the Pistons. They have a 97-88 lead in the ball. Joe D works the top against Shaw. Right wing dish, Allen Houston. Screen from West on Scott. Another double team, Shaq and Scott. Inside to Mark West, drew the foul with 2:53 to go.
Pistons are playing smart basketball right now. They're using the clock up and making the extra passes. They're trying to get the high percentage shot. They're not just out there rushing it.
Making the right pass so often out of some strong double teams. I tell you, when Shaq's the other guy, that kind of blocks out the sun for you.
And more.
Foul was on Royal. Mark West at the line. Just over 2:50 to go. First free throw's long and strong and won't go. Pistons zip for 4 from the stripe in the fourth. Lead it 97-88. Here's the second. No. Rebound Shaq. 18 rebounds for Shaquille and 31 points. Dennis Scott against Grant Hill on top. Dennis Scott trying to spin him to the dotted line. Does. Leans guns wide right. Rebound ripped down by Mark West. It's off Dennis Scott, and he stepped out of bounds. Mark made sure Shaq didn't get it. It went off Dennis Scott and out of bounds. I'll tell you what, this would be a huge, huge hoop with 2:35 to go. The Pistons 97, the Magic 88. Grant Hill between the rings against Donald Royal. Right wing bounce to Houston. Baseline right to Mark West. Top side, Grant Hill. Grant to the dotted line. Nice dish to Oliver Miller for the dunk, and that's a triple-double for Grant Hill. The first Piston to do it since Isaiah in '87. The first Piston ever to do it at the Palace.
Beautiful dish from Hill to Miller.
Dennis Scott, low left to Shaq. Top side, Horace Grant. Deep on the right sideline to Brian Shaw. Three-point gun, he got it. It's 99-91 with 1:58 to go in the game. And the Pistons will take a timeout. It's a Palace timeout. Pistons 99 and the Magic 91. George and Vinny with Joe Abramson, who's kept track of Grant Hill's triple-double, and sportscaster Ron Grubbs looking on as the Pistons try and get even with the Magic for that heartbreaking 128-125 loss on Wednesday down in Florida.
They're trying to get even here for sure, George.
99-91 Pistons, 1:50 to go. Joe D left-handing left side against Brian Shaw. Joe on the wing. Now they want to pick and roll it with West. Now West fakes the screen. Joe to the baseline. Dishing right side Houston. Knocked out of bounds by Dennis Scott with 6 on the clock. 1:39 left. Pistons up 8 and with it. Grant Hill to trigger. Sideline right. Top side. Oliver Miller gets it back. Takes it left wing. 4 on the clock now. 3. Double clutch force. Top side short. Pulled down by Mark West, but he got no iron, so it's a shot clock violation with 1:33 to go.
Well, that's what Orlando wanted to do. They wanted to force him to a shot that they didn't want to take. And they did a good job on the defensive end. Right now, the Pistons don't want to give him a three-point shot.
Only thing good about that is it took 24. Here is Shaw to Bowie foul line. Left wing dish, Horace Grant. Missed, and Grant Hill boards. Horace Grant's 18-footer came off the iron to Grant Hill. Now 21, 11 boards and 10 assists for Grant Hill. A minute now and 12 to go. Joe D between the rings. Dishes to Grant, sideline left against Anthony Bowie. Mark West screens. Grant to the foul line. Whips it back, left wing to Joe. 3 on the clock, now 2. Gunning, no. Off the iron, rebound West, back over the left-hand hook, missed that. Rebound Oliver Miller, 50 seconds to go. Pistons 99 and the Magic 91. Joe D dribbling back near the timeline. He is two-timed and banged and fouled. Brian Shaw got him.
Boy, we got lucky there.
At the line, Joe D. And he can ice it with 45.8 seconds to go. The Pistons hit the century mark and they lead by 9. 100-91. And Shaq's coming out. Joe D makes twice. 101-91, 43 seconds to go.
You can pretty much put this one in the bank.
Dennis Scott, though, with a three-point gun, rips the net left wing.
Thank you, Dennis Scott.
Pistons by 7. He heard you, Vinny. Brian Shaw bumps Joe in backcourt and fouls him with 38.3 seconds left. He has fouled out.
Well, Broadway's going to the line. You can pretty much guarantee these 2 free throws here.
I still like your call, Vinny. By the way, Orlando averaging 111.3. They've scored just 94.
Did a great job defensively. Mainly, I think, when Eric Lecter came in and shut down the Shaq. Of course, they missed Penny Hardaway, who does a lot of creating, who's averaging probably around 20-plus points a game.
Pistons 101 and the Magic 94. What do you say we talk to Eric after the game, VJ?
I think he's the guy.
Let's
no
do
question. He is the guy.
We'll bring him out. Joe D, line right to shoot 2. Pistons by 7. Here's the first. And he fills it up. Joe with 13. Nigel Knight will check in now. The Magic's gone small. And Nigel will replace Mark West. Pistons 102, Orlando 94. Joe back at the line to shoot the second. Off the heel, but Grant Hill taps it. Pulled off, however, by Dennis Scott. 34 seconds to go. Pistons lead by 8. Brooks Thompson, Dennis Scott, Bowie, Royal, and Horace Grant for the Magic. Horace Grant misses left wing. Oliver Miller boards, gets to Joe. Foul by Brooks Thompson. They don't call it, though, in backcourt. Now he's hit by Donald Royal. They'll call that. And the Pistons will beat the Magic. Big, big win for this team. They faced a rough week, and with any luck and all, they'd be 2-0 on the week with 2 victories over the team with the second best record in all of the NBA.
I tell you, that 2 very impressive ball games. Yeah, they missed the Penny Hardaway, but still, I think when you got a guy like Shaquille O'Neal and Horace Grant and Brian Shaw, you got some quality players on this team here. And the Pistons played very well against them twice. They should be 2-0, George, at this time.
You're right. Joe D at the line, gets the first. Here is the second. Score it. 104-94. Pistons by 10. And the fat lady's singing. Brooks Thompson, step back gun, sideline right, all air. Rebound Bowie, back to Thompson, topside for 3. Got some iron, no net. Rebound Oliver Miller, 2 seconds left. Up it goes to forecourt and out of bounds. And the Pistons win it, 104-94. Grant Hill with a triple-double, the first by a Piston ever at the Palace, and the first by a Piston since Isaiah back in '87. They beat the Magic 104-94. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.